All right, Vaishali, I'm super excited to meet you, to be able to talk to you here in Prague, heading into the candidates in, only a month or so. And it's been an incredible year. I bet you will agree with that. Can you describe it, this past year, becoming a grandmaster, winning the Grand Swiss, obviously qualifying for the candidates?
Yeah, thank you very much. Last year has been a different year, I would say, like sort of roller coaster, but it ended very like a dream year for me. I had few bad tournaments in the row. Like starting, I like YKNZ was a okay tournament. Then I didn't play well in the Grand Prix, Women Grand Prix. Then I lost my rating so much, and then I fell sick in between. I had to withdraw from some tournaments. It was really tough for me during that time. And then I made my final GM nom in Qatar Masters and winning Grand Swiss. So it's just a dream year for me to complete the Grandmaster title as well. To becoming Grandmaster has been my goal like since my childhood. So I was very, very happy to have completed the title.
And why now? Was there anything different that you did? Anything different that happened that made, last year, the year when all of this happened?
Yeah, so I played this World Cup in July. I got knocked out and I came back home and I felt sick. Like it was so bad that I had to cancel few tournaments. Like I could not play women world teams, Calcutta Rapid and Blitz. Like I cancelled back-to-back tournaments and I was at home like for more 2 months. I think in that period I was sort of everything was like I was seeing life in a different way. Sort of like I was just in a way like I was just becoming like happy, kind of some sort of like I was seeing different things like in different way. And also like chess wise, I was just happy to play tournaments. Like after that long break, I was just happy to play some tournaments. So my first tournament was in Asian Games, like where we won silver medal like for India. And then I next day I flew to Qatar and somehow like everything went so well. But also my approach to the game sort of changed. I was just happy playing the game like as I used to play as a kid. Like I started playing chess because I enjoy playing chess, but somehow in the last few years I kept playing for results. To complete title, going big and rating norms and so on. And once I started getting back the joy of playing the game, I think soon the results started coming.
Wow, so it was just about removing the pressure of results?
Yes, not playing for results or any goals, like just playing the game, as I used to play as a kid.
Wow. Yeah. Now, you talk about being sick. Can you explain some more? What kind of sickness?
It was like a food poison, and I had to. Yeah, it was just bad for me that phase. But I'm happy. In a way, it was good. Like I took some break from the game. In some way, it helps to take some positivity from it. But I had to miss some tournaments, so it was unfortunate.
This fight to be in there, to become world champion that you are now in the candidates, has that sort of always been something you feel pressure to? Have you always dreamed about being where you are now?
Yeah, to becoming women world champion has always, it was also one of the things, to become grandmaster and to become women world champion, something it's always in my head. And that is also one of the questions. I don't want to take any pressure, but at the same time, the tournament is in such a status that there is a lot of pressure as well. So for now, I'm taking it easy. I'm just preparing, I'm just enjoying every day, working on the game. And now I'm playing Prague currently, and I'm just taking it easy. I don't know, maybe there will be some difference when close, approaching the tournaments. Probably I'm just taking now lightly.
Nice. And I've read some articles where you've been talking about the fact that your brother Prague started doing well, he became a grandmaster, that sort of put some pressure on you as well. So what was it like then to see him qualify first then for his candidates? Did you feel pressure after that, or didn't you really care about it?
No, it was not pressure for me, of course. The GM title, earlier I was speaking about 5-6 years back. Mm-hmm. Being some 15-16-year-old, I had some sort of things. This is siblings, right? You can say. But now I'm just happy for his results. I was very happy when he qualified for candidates. I was happily following the World Cup results. When I was at home, I went back, but I was following from home. So yeah, it was great to see him get there, to play the finals against Magnus, and it was just great to follow. It was not putting pressure. I was just
more inspiration, maybe.
Yeah, very much. As you say, in the last few years, I mean, to watch him closely, like how he prepare, his passion for the game. I mean, how many hours he works. Like, I mean, to watch him very closely, it's great to see. Like, it's truly an inspiration for me. Like, yeah.
That's fantastic. So you come to the Grand Swiss, you're not feeling too much pressure, you're enjoying just playing the game of chess again. And then you have the moment where you win it, meaning also you qualify for the candidates. Can you take us through that moment? What did that mean to you?
So in the Qatar, like I made my final GM norm. So there I had like around 2600 performance. So I was speaking with Prag, and he was like, if I make the same performance in Grand Swiss, like you can also win. If I can give the same performance, that's what he was telling me. I was thinking, oh, maybe it's a good chance, if I take this performance forward. Then I was really motivated, maybe I can also win. I have some chances if I can get the same performance. Then I was going into the tournament. Okay, first round I won. Second round I was completely dead lost, but I managed to save the point. And then I started winning games. Like I played really well, and it kept going. And at some point I was in joint lead, and it was in the penultimate round. I played against Dan Zongi from China, and I won that game. After that game, like I didn't realize that I have to win to qualify. Like it was already like rounds pair I qualified. I didn't know about it, but after the game I got to know. It was some sort of a shock. Okay, it's already done. Okay, that was my reaction for it. It was like it didn't sink me for a really long time, because I also wanted to win the tournament to make sure, I wanted to win a tournament. So I didn't win a tournament for a really long time. So in that way, I want to finish it off well. I also had my GM title in hands. Like I had to win my last game to reach my rating to complete the title. So I also want to win the last round, but a draw would give me the tournament victory as well. So it was sort of like everything was happening around, like candidate spot was confirmed. Then I want my GM title, tournament victory. So, but anyway, I was better, but I settled in with a draw, and it confirmed my tournament victory. I was relieved. Okay, okay, the two things are done. Okay, GM title hopefully soon. That's how it went.
Wow, what an insane moment! You must have felt exhausted after that, with all of that at stake.
Yeah, like a lot of emotions going on, as you say. Like it was just too much for me to handle in a way, but I was very happy, like how it was happening. Like everything was happening in short span. Like I dreamt of these things for as a child, and everything was happening back to back. So it was kind of too much to handle.
Yeah.
Yes.
How big of a moment is this to be playing in the candidates for you in your career?
It's a great moment. Like we have followed candidates tournament, but especially in women's, like this is the second edition we have for the women candidates as a separate. But like as candidates in a whole, it's such a big tournament, like one of the most important tournament in chess, and I'm very happy to be playing in it. So
yeah. Oh wow. Obviously, Prag will be playing in his candidates as well. So are you guys preparing at all together towards that?
Yeah. We are. I mean, we're discussing a lot about the tournament, like in general. Lot about these days.
Yeah. How have you been prepared? Have you started your preparations towards the candidates at all?
Yes, it's going well. I've been preparing for the tournament.
Are you doing anything different than preparing to tournaments previously?
Not much actually. Like I just want to take it lightly as my approach to how it worked for the Grand Swiss. Yeah, just take it lightly, just enjoying the preparation and the games and so on.
Wow, okay. I also wanted to ask you about the Arjuna Award. Yes. Is that how I say it?
Arjuna, yes.
Arjuna Award. So what did that mean to you? I know I've talked to Tanya, and she's informed me that this is a huge deal in India. So what did that mean to you?
Yeah, it's a very prestigious award, like sports honor in our country. And it was, everything happened in a very short span. Like it came as a big surprise for me. Actually, chess players didn't receive the Arjuna Award for a really long time, and last year Prag won the award, and this year it was me. It came as a huge surprise. Like a lot of Indian sporting legends have received the award. Like to win that, it was a great moment for me, and it was also very special. Like our coach Ramesh sir, he also won Dronacharya Award, which is for the best trainers. Like it was great moment for us.
So with all of this fantastic stuff happening, how is your confidence heading into the candidates?
I'm just in general, like I'm very happy about like how things are panning out. Like I'm just enjoying life. All good.
And it's said that, and you mentioned it yourself, that playing in the candidates is some of the hardest thing you can do in chess. It's a very difficult tournament to win. So what do you expect from it?
Yeah, it's a long tournament. We'll be going through, I think, I'm just hoping like a lot of emotions. like mentally also I'm getting ready for it. You have to be like fit until until the end. Probably it will be the longest tournament I would ever be playing, like my first longest tournament. So I'm sort of mentally also getting ready for everything.
Does that mean also physically training is important because it's so long and mentally exhausting? And how are you doing those kind of preparations?
Yeah, I'm also like doing yoga these days. I'm sort of getting it back. Like I used to do, then I stopped in between, and now I'm getting it back again. I hope it will help. It will help me during the tournament.
Yeah, cool. What kind of mentality are you then heading into the candidates?
That's a question. It's running in my head almost like every day. Like I wanted to keep it simple, like as I did in the last few months, which worked for me. At the same time, I want to win. I want that hunger as well. So it's sort of like it's in the air. So I want to take it lightly. I just want to enjoy the game. Like I get to play against like some best women players in the world. So I want to make use of it and give my best. Yeah.
So if you lose a game, or if you play a tough game, or if you have a bad experience, what can put you back in a good mood? What would be the recipe?
I still struggle to find one good way. I mean, it's difficult, I think, every time. I mean, you make up your mind to handle it in a way, like every tournament you want to change something, but somehow when you get there, when you face some loss, it's difficult again. Like you have some bad games, it's really difficult. Yeah, I'm kind of learning that to get it back as fast as possible, because it's very important, like especially when you don't have rest days. Like next day if you have game, like it's very important you get it back as fast as possible. So I'm still learning. Yeah.
Would it be like going out for dinner, forgetting about it? Is it preparing? Do you know what could help you?
Like for me, in many tournaments, like it worked in different ways.
Yeah.
Like sometimes just going out for a walk, like alone or something, maybe with my mother or something, like just relaxing, watching some comedy films or something. I've done this also. Like it has helped me.
Yeah.
So just it depends how bad you lose also. Like I mean, sometimes it's really painful that you don't get sleep at all. I've had these days also where I'm just unable to sleep. I've had these days, but I'm slowly finding, it's difficult to find a right way. Like
Yeah.
I think different things works for different people, but I'm still struggling to find that's.
And that must be so difficult as well if you're thinking about a game maybe that you lost or didn't play like you wanted to, and then you can't sleep, and then you start thinking about, I have to sleep because I have a super important game tomorrow. That must be incredibly difficult.
I've had so many bad days. Like I'm quite sensitive also with these things. Like I get emotional very quickly, and there are some games in my life like where I've had difficult moments sleeping. So I hope it doesn't happen in my candidates. So yeah. But I'm sort of handling it better these days, I must say. Yeah, I'm finding different ways to deal with it.
Fantastic. And what would it mean if you actually win the candidates and you're qualified to play the World Championship match? What would that mean to you in your career, your family, everyone?
I mean, it's great. Every player would dream to play World Championship. Yeah. I mean, when I started as a kid, like chess, I mean, it is one of the things, yeah, to become world champion. So it will be great. I mean, to even think about it, it just feels great.